And this Saturday at the Houston Museum in Chattanooga, author Leslie Harper Worthington will be talking about the Appalachian literature and culture and also about her latest book entitled Seeking Home. We're happy to have her here on Let's Chat first this morning to kind of give us a brief preview. So great to have you here this morning.
Well, thank you.
And you brought a couple of books because you have written a couple of books. But let's talk specifically about this, the latest book, the newest book. Just give us an overview really quickly.
Okay. Well, I am a literature instructor for many years, 33 years, and my PhD specialization is in Southern literature, and in Southern literature we talk about the many Souths. Right. We're not all the same. Right. There's a lot of differences and diversity in the South, and one of those Souths is Appalachia. And what we come to find out is there are also many Appalachians also. Appalachia covers 13 states, and so there's a lot of different cultures within that label. And so the book is about some of those different cultures.
Right. And sometimes, you and I discuss this just very briefly off camera, there's some stereotypes.
Yes.
When you talk about individuals from that area. So did that kind of compel you as well to kind of, show some other sides and to kind of, I guess, almost direct, to those stereotypes?
Right. To show that diversity, that they're not all of this sort of, hillbilly idea that you have of people of the mountains and of Appalachia. And probably the most surprising articles that you'd find in the book, there's 3 about Appalachian literature, and that's African Americans who live in the Appalachian region who write fiction and poetry. The Appalachian poetry movement is very large, and so those are definitely stereo-breaking.
Right, and can you find excerpts of those poems?
Absolutely.
And things in the book then?
And there's a lot of talk, particularly of Frank X. Walker, who was the founder of that movement, of that Appalachian movement.
Right, and you do have a special talk coming up with at the Houston Museum, which is in the Art District area here, and just down the road from us, actually, in Chattanooga. You're going to be there this Saturday. So talk about kind of just how that came about, and I feel like you will be a perfect fit there at the museum. So let's talk about what you were going to be addressing there on Saturday.
Okay. Well, how it came about, I'm actually right down the road. I am academic dean at Gadsden State Community College in Gadsden, Alabama, which is not very far.
Not too far.
Not too far. And when the book was published by the University of Tennessee Press, and so when the catalog came out, I guess Amy at Houston Museum saw it and contacted me. And so we've really been talking for several months about this, and I'm very excited. I plan to talk kind of about the definition of Appalachian, some characteristics of culture, and also some of the essays in the book and the ones that I'm excited about. And I may throw in a little bit about my previous book about Cormac McCarthy, who is a Tennessee writer, an Appalachian writer.
Right, because that is good to mention. I'm glad you brought your other book out, because this is not the only one that you've done. You've also done, have they all been, though, kind of with the same theme?
Well, they've all been Appalachian literature.
They have, yes. Okay, perfect. Well, wonderful. And you, as you mentioned, you also are very involved there at Gadsden State. You do have a great social science division there as well. Have any of the professors ever used your books in classes? Or?
No, well, actually, some of our English teachers have taught my short stories in their classes, which I was very flattered by, but not the textbook, not as textbooks or in the classes, not these books.
Well, this is a great introduction today. If people want to find out more, tell us again a little bit more where they can do that. You said this Saturday. Give us the specifics on that.
Yes, it'll be at the Houston Museum in Chattanooga this Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm very excited about the talk, and I hope people will come out and see it. And I hope it'll be interactive, and folks will be able to ask questions, and I can share a little bit about Appalachian literature, get some people reading some of it.
Absolutely. Well, you definitely intrigued us this morning. Thank you for being here and sharing that with us about your new book. If you would like to find out more or reserve your seat today, definitely you can purchase tickets from the website there or call the number there on your screen. Thanks again, and we'll be right back with more Let's Chat. Today